Hello children, how are you all? Hope all of you are doing well. In our last week's lesson, we have finished the topic congruence of triangles. It is from chapter 3, checkpoint 2. Okay. Now we will move to the next topic in the same lesson, that is properties of quadrilaterals. We have already learned quadrilaterals and properties of quadrilaterals in our first semester. It was in the chapter 3, checkpoint 1. So I hope all of you remember what is a quadrilateral and what are the different types of quadrilaterals very well. Let us revise it briefly here. So what is a quadrilateral? A quadrilateral is any closed two-dimensional shape with four straight sides. Okay? It means it is a polygon with four sides and four angles. Types of quadrilaterals. There are many different types of quadrilaterals, each with their own special properties. They are square, rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram, trapezium, and kite, etc. We will see the properties of these quadrilaterals. Here in this table, the different types of quadrilaterals are explained with its properties. Okay. So we can see first it is parallelogram. For a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. And one more property is there, opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Next one is rectangle. For a rectangle, the opposite sides are equal and parallel, just like a parallelogram, because we already know rectangle, square and rhombus all are parallelograms. So they are special types of parallelograms. They have some special properties than the parallelogram. That's why they have the different names. Okay. So what is the second property of a rectangle? In a rectangle, all the angles are right angles. Means all the angles are 90 degree. And this and all you know already. We are only revising it. Okay. So square. Next one. In a square, the opposite sides are parallel and all the sides are equal. Next property is all angles of a square are right angles. Same like rectangle. The next quadrilateral is rhombus. In a rhombus, the opposite sides are parallel, all the sides are equal, and the opposite angles are equal. Then diagonals bisect each other at right angles. Okay. The next one is trapezoid. In a trapezoid, one pair of opposite sides are parallel. And there is a special type of trapezoid. It is called isosceles trapezoid. In this trapezoid, the legs of a trapezoid are congruent. That means the non-parallel sides are equal in a trapezoid. If the non-parallel sides are equal in a trapezoid, then it is called an isosceles trapezoid. Okay. The next one is kite. In a kite, the two pairs of adjacent sides are equal and one pair of opposite angles are equal, and the diagonals bisect each other at right angles. One diagonal will bisect the another diagonal at right angle. From this concept map, you can understand the properties very clearly. Okay, the quadrilaterals are divided into different types. Like first, it is divided into a parallelogram. The parallelogram only divided into many types of quadrilaterals because rhombus, rectangle, square, all are special types of parallelograms as we said before. And the another quadrilaterals, kite and trapezoid. It is having different it is having different properties and they are not parallelograms. Okay. So hope you understood clearly the properties of quadrilaterals. Now we will move to the next topic in this chapter, the same properties I am explaining in the table below. We can go through it. It will help you to do the problems in the student book and workbook. Then we will move to the next topic. Okay, first we will discuss the problems related to the properties of quadrilaterals. Okay, here the side and angle properties are explained in the table clearly. Using this, you can solve the problems in exercise 3-2 questions in the student book and workbook. Do it as a homework for today. Okay, so the properties are given in a box and the shapes names are there. If the property is following, we have to put a tick, and if it is not following, you put a cross. So it is clearly explained in the video. For sides, all sides are equal for square, rhombus only, not for rectangle, not for parallelogram and trapezium. Opposite sides are equal for rectangle, square, parallelogram and rhombus. Opposite sides are parallel in a rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus and trapezium. Okay. For trapezium, only one set of opposite sides are parallel. Then the angles, all angles are equal in a rectangle and a square, and that is equal to 90 degree. And in parallelogram, rhombus and trapezium, all the angles are not equal. Opposite angles are equal in all the four shapes, rectangle, square, parallelogram and rhombus, but not in trapezium. Okay. Now, sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree. That means the near angles. The adjacent angles means the angles near means the near vertex. Okay, which angles are near? They are called adjacent angles. So the sum of the two adjacent angles is 180 degree in rectangle, square, parallelogram and in rhombus, but not in trapezium. Okay. Then diagonals. Diagonals bisect each other in all the four quadrilaterals, rectangle, square, parallelogram and rhombus, but not in trapezium. And all the diagonals bisect perpendicularly only in square and rhombus. So these are the special properties explained again. Using this, you can do the problems in your student book and workbook. Okay. Here you can see a flow chart. Just like in your student book, there is a flow chart shown in page number 23, and it is leading to the exercise 3-2 question number 1. So from that flow chart, you have to answer the question number 1. So this will help you to solve that problems. Okay, this is a similar one, and the shapes are given on the last of the table flow chart. Okay, you can see. So by going the yes or no questions, you can understand which is the shape. Okay, so just to see it and understand, then you can solve the problem in exercise 3-2. It is very similar to this question. Similar only, not that much difference. Okay, in that question it is given, they are given it as A, B, C, D, E like that boxes, and here the names are given. That only the difference. So hope you understood the questions from this chapter, this topic. Then please do the page number 24 and 25 as homework from student book and the exercise 3-2 from workbook also as a homework.